Race for the Rigatoni Ribbon is the first part of the third episode of the first season of Mickey Mouse Roadster Racers, and I like the fact that this is set in Italy because it gives us a little bit of a different vibe and a lot of spaghetti and meatballs, and it makes me very, very hungry. I think it had a different flavour to a lot of the usual Roadster Racers episodes, and I think it develops quite well. To be honest, there's nothing interesting about the race itself. There are some episodes where the race is quite fast paced and heightened, and your heart's in your chest. I mean, I'm exaggerating, it's a children's show. But there are races that you're never really quite sure how they're going to go, and there are spanners thrown in, and everything's chaotic. This one, I felt the race itself was secondary to the setting, which is okay, because it still gives us a fun and interesting animation. Having it set in Italy was a really fun idea. They are racing in Rome, and I've never been to Rome, but I would love to go to Rome, so certainly it inspired me a little bit. Goofy being obsessed with his meatballs I thought was absolutely delightful. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't have that many in-depth thoughts about it because I feel like the narrative is not as detailed as the actual animation. We have very classic outdoor restaurant scenes with the checkered cloths and the spaghetti and meatballs, and it's very typical and quite delightful. They are racing against Piston Pietro, and as a character, I wasn't that moved, I wasn't that taken, I wasn't that bothered. I didn't really care either way. But as an episode, it's nice enough. I think it's a nice change of pace to have it set in Rome. While I don't think it's the strongest episode in terms of narrative, visually it's quite appealing. I don't have too many thoughts beyond that, to be honest. There are some episodes where I have loads of thoughts, and there are ones like this where I just thought it was straightforward, uncomplicated, well animated, and pleasant. Race for the Rigatoni Ribbon is definitely an easy watch, and one that's quite delightful.